All right, ladies and gentlemen, Bermuda, welcome back to the Digicel 2014 National Squash Championships from the Bermuda Squash Racquets Association in Devonshire. We've got the marquee match of the night for you now. We've got Patrick Foster, the 8-time and defending champion, on the left-hand side in the white top. And I did actually, I think, earlier say that I thought Micah had snuck out a victory last year, but that was definitely not the case. So I must have had a senior moment there. Patrick's on 8 in a row, working for number 9 here tonight, taking on Micah Franklin, as I was saying earlier, a young Bermudian. I think he's 20 years old, roughly 20, maybe 21. He's been on the tour for a bit, currently ranked 169 in the world, I believe. Very talented player, very fit, very quick, and we got Patrick, who is, as I said, the pro here at the club, just the perennial champion, experience for many years. He's just been a fixture here at the club, but also reached number 69 in the world, and played for the Irish national team. I think he finished 3rd a couple times at the Irish Nationals, and so we're in for a treat here. These guys are just warming up right now. You're going to notice a substantial increase in the pace of the ball, the bounce of the ball due to the heat that they're generating when they're hitting it at this speed, and also just the speed of the rallies. Everything is going to take a real notch up here because we've got a couple world-class players here, so this is going to be excellent. And then I think you'll all be glad to know that I've got a co-commentator here by my side. This is Robbie Maycock, who played last night. Robbie is sitting next to me here, and he'll have some thoughts with some real experience because he played Patrick last night in the semis. And Robbie's going to join me for just putting some thought and color into this match and what we have in store for us. And I'll turn it over to him right now, but we'll be trading back and forth as the match progresses.
Great, thank you, Chase. You're far too kind with those kinds of words. Tonight we really do have an interesting matchup. Patrick coming back on court here, it's a classic matchup in the sense, experience, age versus innocence and youth. We've got Patrick, he's vying for his 8th title in a row. Micah, the young up-and-comer, training full-time down in Portsmouth in England, is looking for his first. And the game begins. I think, Chase, with this first game, we're really looking, these two players are just going to be sussing each other out. You're going to see a lot of, straight length. As you mentioned earlier, the ball is moving. It is hot out there. And then, hence it's actually pretty tough to control. So it'll be interesting to see how, long this game goes, and, it's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, that's right. We're off to a long point here just to start, and we will play a let. And it's warm inside of here with the capacity crowd that we have. Ball's warm, and both players are really going to be feeling each other out here, playing good length, really working themselves into the rally. And a good width there by Patrick wins him the first point. 1-love.
Wonderful shot there by Patrick. That's really classy stuff.
Now you'll probably notice how relaxed both players look, but particularly Patrick. Oh, a little too relaxed there. That's good timing on that one. I was just commenting on how relaxed he is, and that's kind of a hallmark of his play, I think, is he always looks relaxed and easy out there, but that time he moved out of the way a little too slowly, and the ball caught him in the back. Both players playing hard, straight drives down the left wall. And really a lot of this is about moving the player around. Very much in the early stages here. These guys are going to try to move each other around, put a little mileage on the legs. And it's a bit of a chess match, really, to... it's a great shot. Great shot. It's a bit of a chess match to try to get your opponent moving more than you are. And ultimately, that leads to probably some more time and space later.
Off of that chess play remark, I think what you're going to see here is, Patrick Foster has fantastic shots. The precision with which he moves the ball around the court to the front and the back, he really is a masterclass to watch. Whereas on the other hand, Micah Franklin has been training full time, really understands how to control the pace, and it is moving really well. So you have on one hand Patrick, who is looking to mix up the pace, the direction of the ball. Whereas, at least for this first game, Micah is really looking to make these rallies as long and physically draining as possible. So how this sort of plays out is really going to be interesting.
There it is. Epic point. Long one there. Didn't want to actually talk in the middle of that point. It was just nice watching it. But yeah, I think following what Robbie said, Micah's probably at the most basic level looking to get Patrick to spend a lot of time on the court and move around a lot tonight, because just given their age and probably baseline fitness level, that's not necessarily a bad strategy for Micah, and we probably expect to see Patrick hit a few more winners, be a bit more aggressive. But in the early going here, these are long points for both players, and you can see there that type of shot that Patrick hits, which is just a very sort of clever ball, which ultimately results in a point there for him. So both players here doing a lot of work. 6-2 to Patrick. See Patrick moving Micah there. Really, he knows he's not hitting a winner on that front wall quite often with the short volley or drop, but really he's just trying to move Micah up there and then move him back again. Good play by Micah, good retrieving. tight return on the drop there results in the error into the 10 by Patrick. Scores 3-6. Micah's got some work to do here to draw a level in the first game.
Quite the rally there. You know, impressive. You can just see the range of shots that Patrick Foster is capable of. And, you know, straight back from Micah. You know, that's great. Getting onto the ball early, showing the cross court and going straight. Took Patrick off guard.
No.
A rare tin there from Patrick. You know, you don't see many of those. He really does have that experience, and you know, he's got to be careful. You know, you can't be giving up too many, you know, easy points to Micah here. That was a lovely shot by Micah. You know, the loose ball by Patrick off the back wall. Micah showed the, you know, the deep ball, a high racket, and then went with a nice, you know, tight short drop. 7-0 here.
Micah has righted the ship here. He's now in the lead, 8-7. Patrick is certainly not happy with that one. Micah is quick around that court. He's on every ball. That's a good nick by Patrick. That's about really all what you need to do to put a ball up there that Micah's not going to get to. But Micah is coming on here. We'll see what Patrick's got. Patrick's looking a little tired, but I've seen him look tired before, and it doesn't seem to slow him down. Great misdirection. Good point. Patrick coming up with the goods when he needs it. And that's what you do when you've won the Nationals 8 times. He knows how to do that. Ooh, good point. I'll tell you what, it's tough to win a point out there right now. These guys really getting everything back. It's either got to be in the nick or on the wall. These are great points. It's 9-all, very important right here. There it is, straight drop from Patrick at 9-all when it counts. He's got game ball in hand.
So Chase, I think this is where you really start to see sort of experience of someone like Patrick who, wow, that's, first game. When it's 8-all there, 9-all, those key points are really the difference. And you just see that experience of really knowing when to go short. And, that was a fantastic way to finish the game.
We're in the first point here of the second game. Patrick is leading 1-0. And this is, if you're just joining us, this is the men's final of the 2014 Digicel National Squash Championships at the Bermuda Squash Racquets Association in Devonshire. Micah is definitely putting some mileage on Patrick in this point here. But there he is. Patrick was there for the winning drive. So I remember from my college coach this approach to the game, which is basically, I think, what we're going to see a little bit of here, which is that, if you think about both players having a tank of gas at the start, really what these guys are trying to do is empty the other guy's tank. And so while Patrick has won the first game here, if Micah can keep him moving and keep him out there, and wow, this is good stuff. Great shot, great shot. At this point, Micah, I think, realizes that Patrick is going to hit a lot of winners. But if he can keep him out there and keep him moving, and just try to make sure that Patrick's tank empties before his does, then he's gonna have a shot at pulling back here. But we'll see. Patrick is definitely getting a lot of balls back himself. All right, good point. Micah's working hard out there. Patrick is too. This is good stuff.
From a tactic standpoint, it's really interesting. So, this to continue. Oh, wow. There's not much you can do about that, Chase, huh?
It's good stuff.
So from a tactic standpoint, Patrick is really opening up the court in the sense he's going short earlier. Micah really wants to just stay out there as long as possible and get some mileage out of Patrick's legs. But, given Patrick's going short earlier, it gives Micah the opportunity to attack him. So it's kind of a risky tactic in that sense. But, I guess at the end of the day, he just has confidence in his shots that he can really take him to the front and put some real pressure on him. That was good by Micah, really stepping up on the tee, getting onto that ball early, and it's taking Patrick by surprise.
Yeah, if Micah can take the ball early, which is something that Patrick does consistently, but if Micah can do that more and more, he'll take the time away from Patrick and really make it that much more taxing for him to move around the court with less time. And there it is. So he takes that ball early, hits it low and hard cross court. Micah looks pretty fresh here. Scores 4-5. It's a good tight drop by Micah. He leads 6-5. He's looking pretty good here in the second game. See Micah move him up to the front there and then start over again. He does seem to be controlling the tee here a bit. That is Micah. Great retrieving. He is all over the place. Oh! Great shot. Micah's very fired up after that point. He's looking to pull ahead here. He's up 7-5, so very important points right here. Tough one there for Patrick. Micah gets the stroke. 8-5. Patrick's got some work to do here. Lucky ball there. He hits the winner off the frame. Scores 9-5 to Micah. That's good stuff by Micah there. That gives him game ball here to draw even if he can win this point. Oh, great point. Patrick's putting a lot of work in here. You got to wonder right now if he's thinking about if it's worth it in this game, because he's at 6-10 here, and he's putting a lot of effort into this. We'll see. Yeah, so he's looking like he's gonna go for a few winners here, and there it is. I think he decided there that that would have been a Pyrrhic victory if he had kept going in that game. So he seems to accept the high drop there as a winner from Micah, and we're looking at the third game now. Players are one game apiece, and they're going to take 90 seconds, and we will be back to you in a few minutes. Stick with us. This is great squash here.